My name is Tyler Eden, and I am 17 years old. I was born on December 1st, 1991 in Pontiac, Michigan. I attend Pontiac High School with a current GPA of 3.1, which I hope to maintain or increase this year, along with my ACT score. I have been participating in Project Upper Bound for 3 years, and I am currently a senior in the program. The definition of motivation is described as one of the stimulations of action. Mr. Sean P. Diddy Combs is one of the most influential people in my life. He inspires me to be successful in that he has a college education from Howard University, despite growing up in the projects of Harlem. I look up to him because he is ambitious, respected, and one of the most driven people I have ever seen. I see some of his character traits in myself and strive to become even more like him. He sets goals and achieves them no matter what it takes. For example, when he was 12 years old, he already had a paper route. However, instead of putting in early morning hours wrapping newspapers and preparing for the next day's deliveries, he gained management skills by hiring others to work for him. He collected 20% of the profit, and the rest was divided among his employees. Now, he owns his own music label and clothing and shoe line. Mr. Combs even went so far as holding a fashion show to introduce his new clothing line, in which all of the big-name clothing designers participated. Due to the huge success of the fashion show, his clothes are now worn all over the world. When it came down to his music label, it was a long process, but he was able to overcome the challenges. One of the hardships he came across was when he was fired from being an intern at Uptown Records. In response, he gathered up artists such as Craig Mack, Mary J. Blige, and Christopher Wallace. After recording and publishing these artists, his label started to grow in fame and fortune as Bad Boy Records. The success of Sean Combs isn't limited only to the business world. He has also achieved many personal goals, such as running in a marathon in 2003. However, even in his road was not without its bumps. He had many struggles through the process, such as special ordering his own shoes due to the way he ran. In the middle of the race, he started to run out of breath, but he found the strength to continue the race successfully. Another personal milestone that Mr. Combs has overcome was a desire of performing in a play on Broadway. Just as he planned, he starred in a play called A Raisin in the Sun, which was later turned into a movie, and then it made it on the primetime TV. Afterwards, he received a star on the Walk of Fame in Hollywood, California. Mr. Combs never ceases to amaze me as he continues to become even more and more successful. He once said that if a person sets their mind to anything, they can achieve it with hard work and determination, and stands by his own words because every day he does seems to come to actuality. Everything he does seems to come to actuality. I love watching Mr. Combs in action in everything he does and can relate to his story on a personal level. Like Mr. Combs, my mom always tells me that ever since I was a young boy, I was very determined and hardworking. She said that I was always thinking of the ways to make money, such as cutting my neighbor's grass for $10 when I was only 8 years old. Even though it didn't work out as planned, I made flyers to pass around for my lawn cutting service. My mother's boyfriend was so impressed that he took them to work and made over 100 copies. I can recall several attempts to earn dollars as a kid, such as I would catch toads in my backyard and sell them for 50 cents a piece whenever it rained, selling burnt CDs for $5 each, or shoveling driveways after snowstorms in the winter. At the age of 16, I finally got my first real job at Burger King by telling them how I would be a great asset to their company. I described myself as a reliable, dependable, and hardworking person. As a result, I was given the opportunity to live up to my promises by putting in long hours and doing an exceptional job at whatever I was assigned. When I received my first paycheck in June 2008, I felt very happy as I had accomplished what I had set out to do since I began the process of looking for work at a young age. As I have so many things in common with Mr. Combs, I am positive that I will become as or even more successful than the man who has inspired me to work so hard towards achieving my dreams. Sean P. Diddy Combs is a person who has a significant influence on my life. With the great leadership qualities and the abilities that he portrayed, I feel he could be a great mentor for any young person or even adults. I hope to become even more successful than him as I move forward in life and encounter my own obstacles.